This is Lola Lee T. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? So BlueFace's mom, Miss Karlissa, was on Instagram Live giving advice to single moms that have sons. Listen to what she had to say.
Young men have to have someone depositing on their life. It turned off on us women because they don't want us to know that you are supposed to bear down and bite your tongue and let your baby daddy. I don't care if it's just for the day. Sometimes we these baby daddies, talking to them on the way to school. Absolutely. I'm gonna call him my son, my son. I'm working with my first new son. Because when we see things as mothers or as Black women and we know things, we're supposed to share things. Muted the whole time, LOL. Wow. I'm really sorry y'all didn't get that because it was so passionate and so on my heart. No, it's sometimes when it's a reason, it's because the devil don't want y'all to have it. Stop running your baby daddies off. I'm gonna narrow it down. Sometimes I do be talking too much. Stop running your baby daddies off. If you want to pop in over on Friday for two, like, oh, you don't want to take him for the weekend and give me a break. Your son needs that. If your son don't have, a big brother or an uncle or somebody around, and not just somebody that's just living there, not talking to him, not pouring into him, not sharing advice with him, let your baby daddy come over your house and be there with your child as much as possible. If he's not willing to take him, or he doesn't have a place that's comfortable for your child to go, or a place comfortable for your child to live, be a mother. Stop being a city girl. Don't do that. Encourage that. Make some dinner every time you try to encourage your child's life in with his father. That don't mean you. And who cares what it means? Make some sacrifices for your son to learn how to straight. Okay? Fix some dinner and let your son and your baby daddy eat together. Let them talk. Let them watch a game together. He don't have to stay. He don't have to come see y'all, and let them have their moment. If you got to run to the grocery store while he's sitting there, put your money up, hide your jewelry, do what you do, and let them have a moment. Okay? I let John's dad come sleep at my house even if I had a nigga there. If John said my daddy coming over, I didn't stop that. Don't do that. This was for baby mamas that's worried about their sons not getting enough of that male testosterone poured into them, worried that, they might be a gang member, they might be a LGBT. They will be one of those. They will guarantee be one of those if you don't figure out how to get them some male attention. Remember when they had that big brother and the men was coming over to the house? That's very much needed. If you cannot find that, you need to find an after school program. I don't care if you got to flirt with the basketball coaches. You need to sign your kid up for whatever sport so that he can be amongst those men. Whatever, soccer, tennis, I don't care what it is that you can figure out how to get your son up in there. I'm going to say Wade's son. I ain't talking about nobody, but I'm just saying when the dad is not present, the boy's countenance will fall. If there is no male in the house walking around for him, his countenance is guaranteed to fall. And you gonna have a lopsided son. There's no way around it. He's not getting nurtured. And when you get up in the mornings, your son should not be afraid or embarrassed to walk up amongst other kids or adults or anyone else and say his name. He's not supposed to be. So you can test your son to see where you at with your son by having him walk up to other kids or other grown-ups and see how he approaches that situation. And that should tell you where you are, and it's not your fault if you're a single mom. It's not your fault. You would not know this. But you need to start training him an hour every day. I don't care if it's in the grocery store, not just how to behave. You need to show him how to move in these streets, how to make eye contact, how to walk onto the playground and tell the other kids, hi, I'm Carter Rowe, or hi, I'm Andre Harvey, or hi, I'm Jonathan Porter. These are things we practice. Sit back and see how your son walks up to other males on the playground. When you say, go introduce yourself, son, that's your test for this week. Let me know how that works out for y'all. I want you to get your son. I don't care if he's 5, if he can talk. I want you to take your son to the playground. Y'all don't, I probably don't, none of y'all take him to the playground, I know. But I want you to take him to the playground, and I want you to have him go introduce himself to 2 or 3 people on the playground. Men, other boys, kids, males like him. And just see how he does with that. And that should tell you where you are as a mom and what he's missing and lacking. You'll see it right away. And then I want you to start passing him the ball to make sure he's not scared to catch a ball. Okay? We don't get 6, 7 years old and we scared to catch a ball. We blinking and doing all this right here. No, we don't do that. If your son is doing that, there's something that's lacking. 15 minutes every day at your house in the front yard until you get comfortable. You need to start picking up that ball, putting on your tennis shoes, and throwing that ball with him. Okay? So don't just have your son walking around your house, cleaning up, doing homework, not taking him out. You need to take an hour, not with the sister crying along and, the other kids. You need to take an hour somewhere a day. Find it, figure it out. Get a babysitter how you do when you go to the club with the homies to get drunk and all that. Find an hour a day just for you and your child. Throw the ball with him, race him, do whatever it is you have to do. And some days talk to him, but definitely start to build his countenance, because if you don't, the world is going to chip away at it, and you're going to either get a gang member or you're going to get an LGBT. And I'm not saying either one of those. If you like it, I love it. Hey, some of y'all like it. But I'm saying start off on the right foot. These kids need some attention, and they need to be nurtured with just you or just the dad. So y'all homework this week, y'all challenge this week is to take your child up to 2 or 3 people a day. And for sure in the morning, don't put them on no goddamn school bus. And believe it or not, that 5 or 10 minutes to school, you should be rehearsing. My name is Carter Rowe. I own that school. You need to start pouring into your kid's mind. You're the strongest boy on the school. You're the smartest kid on the school. Be nice to you. If they're nice to you, that's great, but don't expect that. You need to every morning find something to pour into your child when he goes into that schoolhouse with all them demons running around with other kids that parents are not pouring into them. Because those kids that countenance have fallen have nothing but horrible things to plant into your child. And if you haven't planted your seeds in the morning, their seeds are going to take.
All right, so you heard what Miss Karlissa had to say. What are your thoughts on the advice that she was sharing? Thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any hot tea for me, message me on Instagram. I love you guys. Bye.